Hello everyone and welcome to GarageCam from Sonoma, California. We're at Sonoma Raceway. I'm your host today, Jonathan Merriman, along with Costner Merrifield. Matthew Dillner, I don't know if he played the smart card because he took the wrong weekend off. This is one of the best weekends of the year here at the road course in wine country. As you can see, it's absolutely beautiful. But we are in the garage. We're going to bring you all the cars you want to see today in the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series running in the Toyota Save Mart 350. But it is Mobile One GarageCam. Costner, we're in California. It's great.
We are in California. Matthew Dillner is actually at the College World Series, so he's in a good place too, but we're missing him here in Sonoma.
All right, we're going to start off with the 93 Dylan Lupton running this car this weekend. Check out his helmet sitting on top of the car. It's actually chrome.
I love me some chrome.
I think Darrell Waltrip would love that helmet right there. Right next to his car is the 55 of Cody Ware. The CarPortEmpire.com Chevrolet this weekend.
Kind of a different garage here in Sonoma, isn't it,
It is a little bit of a different garage. This part of it's a little bit separated, but we fit everyone in here, so that's all good as you check out Josh Wise's car, the number 30. The teams are getting prepped, getting ready to head out for practice.
And it's a little toasty. It's been a little chilly when we arrived in San Fran. We were cold.
It's yeah, but it's going to be hot all weekend. One of the hottest Sonoma weekends in recent past, and as we all know, that makes for the racetrack to become a lot more slippery.
Which gives us a lot better racing, in my opinion.
I don't know if the drivers like it anymore, but you really want
But
grip.
I'm not a driver,
You
so
got to
does
get
that
off
matter?
the corners here. We listened to Larry McReynolds talk yesterday about getting through the center of the corner, getting off the corner. You got to be able to put the power down. When the racetrack's hot, that doesn't really work. And a lot of these guys run off the racetrack. They get a lot of dirt on that racetrack, and rubber likes to make contact with asphalt, not dirt.
He also talked about the importance of tires this weekend.
They'll be important. See a lot of the TRD guys taking a break for lunch.
We're not getting a break for lunch. Not yet.
Afterwards. We eat well.
Now decides to make it a three-way.
Back here towards the main garage, the 32 sitting in there. That's usually Jeffrey Earnhardt, but Patrick Carpentier in that car this weekend. Road course ringer. Now, when we talk about road course ringers, we think about Boris Said, but Patrick Carpentier, he's our road course ringer this weekend in the 32 Can-Am Ford. He's right next to Michael Annette's 46 car. Annette's chrome helmet sitting on top of the car as well. It's a lot of chrome this
It's a new
weekend.
trend, and I don't hate it. Let's give a shout out to our first in chat, Kyle Gilbert. He wants to see 6 time.
We'll get there.
We will get there, but not yet. But Kyle Gilbert, way to grab the pole. Speaking of pole, who do you think is going to be on the pole?
I think A.J. Allmendinger might get there.
Wow.
He was on the pole last year. That's the 98 of Cole Witt we're looking at right now.
Once again, Gilliland followed by
He is parked right next to the 83 of Matt D. Benedetto. Elk Grove Toyota on the car this weekend. I believe that might be somewhat of a local sponsorship. Dustless blasting on the hood of this one. And he's right next to our good old friend Regan Smith. Road Rippers. Nico RC on the car. We got to talk to Regan about getting some remote control cars and racing around the track.
It's better than your remote control helicopter you have.
Now, if you take a look in the back windshield of these cars, you'll notice there is a brake light. Now, on the road course, it's mandatory to run the brake light and a hookup for a windshield wiper in case it rains. Luckily, we're in Sonoma, California, and it's almost July.
Don't say the R word.
And it doesn't really rain this time of year, and I may have just jinxed us, but I think we'll be okay.
Hey,
Our photographer Fig is getting a shot of that beautiful rear brake light.
If we got anything from last year, it was that NASCAR brings the rain. It rained in Phoenix while we were in Phoenix.
We're not going to talk about that.
We're not going to talk about it.
We show you the brake light as we show you the number 34 Loves Ford with the I brake for trains on the back. So brake lights are going to be important this weekend. You check out the 44 of Brian Scott, a rookie in the field. Here's the windshield wiper hookup. Now, they don't have to run the blade on the car. They just have to have that. They can pop the blade on there in case it decides to rain. But like we said, it's not going to.
Jonathan, are you ready, sir, for some fun facts about Sonoma?
Hit me with some fun facts.
Did you know this was a 2.5-mile road course in 1968, but then they reconfigured it in 2001, and now it's just a 1.99-mile road course. It was 2, and then they remeasured, and now it's 1.99.
So we take a look at David Reagan's car. I'm just going to soak all that information in. Who was the first winner here in 1989 when the Cup Series, the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series first ran?
That would have been Ricky Rudd. We heard Larry McReynolds talk about it yesterday.
I believe he has 3 wins here as a crew chief, so he knows what he's doing.
Yes, he does.
It's Michael McDowell's number 95 Chevrolet. K-Love on the hood. And he is parked next to a California native, Casey Mears. Casey's from Bakersfield. He's not too far from home. And get a shot of that helmet inside of that car. It's got a gold 13, kind of gold leaf on the back of it. Smokey Unique-esque. Of course, he's going to be running the 13 Smokey Unique paint scheme at Darlington. The helmet, I'm liking the helmets out here. I haven't seen a lot of these this year.
All right, Merriman, I got a little trivia. You ready?
Go.
How many turns in total do you think these guys will be making in 110 laps?
Repeat the
Can you do the
question, it's
math?
loud.
How many total turns will these drivers be making in 110 laps?
Well, 110 times 11 is 1,100 turns.
Oh,
There
you
go.
got it. Look
Math.
at you go.
That's about as advanced as I'm going to go. Taking a look at Landon Castle's number 38. We'll have to see what a lot of these young guys can do. This is a racetrack where if you're a good driver, you can overcome some equipment deficit. So we know that, you know, the big teams are going to bring the equipment to the track every weekend. It's going to be top-notch stuff, but a driver can make up a little bit at a road course, and we talked about the hot, slick track conditions we're going to have Sunday. So this is really a driver's race. Take a look at Eric Almirola's Smithfield 43 Ford Fusion.
And guys get aggressive here. This is the track, as you were saying, where they can get a win. They can get themselves in the chase.
Well, we saw last year Kyle Busch come back after missing 11 races. He ran okay, but came to Sonoma and got that win, and he made that chase a reality. You know, he made making the chase a reality here. So it was a big moment for him last year. Might have a big moment like that again this year. You never know. Got a filler up full of gas. Danica Patrick in the Nature's Bakery number 10. She has a history of kart racing on road course tracks and coming up through Indy. Of course, Indy runs a number of road courses. And here in NASCAR, why not a good run for Danica Patrick Sunday on the road course? And anytime you run a red, white, and blue helmet, I'm sold.
That's something that you would love. Jonathan's about as American as they get, people. And our boss man is pretty good here. Tony Stewart. 2 wins.
Tony Stewart's not bad either. 2 wins. We'll get there. He's on down the line.
I understand, but I just wanted to bring it up.
Greg Biffle and the Roush team. Roush last year struggled, for the past couple years has struggled, but these guys are starting to turn it around. They love the low downforce. So we'll have to see if that helps him and his teammates.
Who doesn't love the low downforce? That's the real question.
I'm all for it. Let's talk a little Clint Boyer. He's got a win here in 2012.
Yes, he
Led
does.
71 of 112 laps that day. He's got 6 top 5s, 8 top 10s here And how about this? He's completed every lap that he has run, or every lap of every race that has been run here when he's in the field.
That is an impressive stat. We heard Denny Hamlin say yesterday he's been struggling the past few years just not to get wrecked. So Clint Boyer is good at not getting wrecked.
Good at the road course, 2012 winner. That team surely could use a win, and Denny Hamlin and Clint Boyer both would certainly not turn down a road course win. He's parked next to Paul Menard's number 27, Richard Childress Racing Chevrolet. This one's bright. You need a bright car at a road course so you don't lose it. So I don't think the spotters will mistake this one as we take a look at the Code 3 Associates Mobile One Chevrolet of Tony Stewart. Now, we talked a little bit about Tony earlier. 2 wins, 5 top 5s, 9 top 10s here. He's finished on the lead lap every year except for 2011 where he was crashed. Now, he will be put into Sonoma Raceway's Hall of Fame later on today. A big deal for Tony.
A big deal.
Now, he said before he retired, or when he was retiring, he didn't want to go through everything Jeff Gordon went through with the special gifts and this, that, and the other, but certainly being put onto Sonoma Raceway's Hall of Fame is going to be a big deal for Tony.
It's definitely going to be a big deal. Do you know who he's joining in there? Some of our favorites,
Probably
Rusty Wallace, Jeff Gordon, Mark Martin, Rick Hendrick, and the latest is Penske, who just got there in 2015, last year.
So we mentioned Tony Stewart was crashed in 2011, the only race he hasn't completed every lap in the race at Sonoma. He led 3 laps that day, but how many laps did he fail to complete in 2011? Just 22.
There you go.
It's pretty good statistics. He could use a great finish at this racetrack. It would certainly help his chances of cracking that top 30, and heck, maybe he can even get a win here like Kyle Busch did last year and put himself in a position to make the chase as we take a look at the Target Chevy SS of Kyle Larson. Another guy who's been close.
He's been very close. I'm expecting a win from Kyle Larson in the next few races.
You think he could get it at a road course? A guy with it's going to be hot and slick, and he's
look at his background.
Dirt background, but they only have to turn one way. Parked next to another great dirt racer, Ricky Stenhouse. We mentioned that low downforce package this year really helping out the Roush guys. He's one of them. He's had some good runs going. He's had a little bit of bad luck, but certainly that team is a lot better than where they were over the past 2 seasons.
And you got to think how excited guys like Larson and Stenhouse Jr. are to get on this road course.
Well, we mentioned their excitement level. What about the 47 that's parked to the left of this number 17 Ford? AJ Allmendinger got the pole here last year. He's always fast on the road courses. He's got a win at Watkins Glen. Of course, he made the chase with that win at Watkins Glen a couple years ago. The 47's going to be fast. The 47 might even be on the pole again, but these guys haven't even been out on the racetrack yet, so we'll have to see about their practice speeds. But A.J. Allmendinger, I guarantee you, if you talk to him, he'd use the word excited at least a few times.
Corey Hartz wanted to see the dinger. There you go, Corey Hartz.
There you go. Just for you.
Just for you.
We're going to be seeing a lot of that car this weekend.
Hey, send us some questions. Hopefully we can answer them in the chat. Be active. It's Sonoma.
I can't wait. We're going to have to get to Trevor Bain's Advocare car here, but Casey Kane's car, I'm excited about Casey Kane's car this weekend. Here's the white 6 of Trevor Bain Advocare on the hood. As Ryan Blaney walks by us, he's in a hurry. These guys are getting prepped inside of the car. Not a job for you if you're claustrophobic. Not a lot of room in there. I believe we're taping up hoses and ducting. A little bit of gap tape, duct tape. Casey Kane's car is sharp, just like maybe Shark's teeth, because Shark Week is on the car, and who doesn't love Shark Week?
Mark Smith and Leah Bartlett wanted to see Casey Kane, so there you go, guys.
Well, check out
That's
right around the
awesome.
front splitter. Those are actually shark teeth. Genius.
I love it. Promoting Shark Week.
Shark Week, you got to have shark teeth.
One of my favorite weeks.
Maybe they'll be playing a little bit of Jaws music this weekend. Casey Kane does have a win here at Sonoma.
Dun-na. I'm just giving you the background music for your stats for Casey Kane. Dun-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Jaws.
Let's check out that 21 Wood Brothers Ford.
Jennifer Slonwhite said hi to us, and she wants to see the 21.
Here you go.
We're going to do one better. We're going to show you Blaney, too.
Now, Ryan Blaney has never turned a lap on this racetrack. But
I have a feeling he's still going to be pretty good here.
he's relatively good. He's got a Truck Series win in Canada on a road course. But you never know. These cars have a lot more power than the Truck Series. We mentioned they're going to be sliding around a lot more. But Ryan Blaney, you don't want to say he's been overshadowed by Chase Elliott because Chase Elliott's rookie season has been phenomenal. But Ryan Blaney's had a solid run this year as well. But what Chase Elliott's doing is kind of unheard of for a rookie. But don't pass up on this kid. He's
had 6 top 10s. 6 top 10s and 1 top 5 this season.
It's insane to think that another rookie is running better than that. But
exactly.
That just shows you the strength of the rookie class in NASCAR. He's talking everything over, trying to get a feel for what he's going to see out there. But, I mean, it's got to be intimidating to never have turned a lap on the racetrack. You're in the highest form of racing you could possibly be at if you're a stock car driver, and you're coming out here.
I don't know. I think these guys are calm, cool, and collective.
They get butterflies.
Well, they definitely get butterflies, but you have to. I feel like Tony Stewart still gets butterflies.
I don't know about that. Ryan Newman's Wix Filters Chevrolet SS. A flat paint on this thing this weekend. It's not shiny. I kind of like it.
I love it. I'm all about a matte paint
stealth
scheme.
fighter, except it's yellow. He's parked next to Jamie McMurray. Cessna on the hood. Hoping this number 1's going to fly around the racetrack. Blue and white's a good look. I like the blue and white. But a very special paint scheme, which if you were on NASCAR.com yesterday, I'm sure you learned all about the FedEx Cares Toyota of Denny Hamlin. They unveiled this paint scheme at the base of the Golden Gate Bridge. And we actually took a ride with them through the streets of San Francisco, went down Lombard Street, parked at Ghirardelli Square.
We did. If you haven't watched that, you need to. Jonathan did a phenomenal job. Just going to send him some compliments.
Appreciate it. Now, there are 5 nonprofits on this car this weekend. Now, FedEx Cares giving $200 million to 200 communities.
That's crazy.
Throughout the country. Giving $11,000 to those 5 nonprofits on the car this weekend. FedEx
and
giving up their ad space.
Denny talked about how badly he has not won at a road course, and he just said it's just part of your resume. You want to win at every type of track there is. And his best finish was his rookie year, 2nd.
Denny Hamlin also won the Daytona 500, and he still wants that road course win, so he's not satisfied. These guys are hungry. As we take a look at Austin Dillon getting ready to go out and practice. A couple of starts on the road courses. Still looking for that first win.
Sorry, I'm giving a fan a shout out.
It's okay.
Karen Wiltshire wishes she could be in Sonoma. Well, Karen, we wish you could be here too. We'll have a glass of wine for you and dedicate it to you. I don't know if that helps or I just made it worse.
How about Dale Earnhardt Jr.?
Speaking of the fans.
Best finish of 3rd in 2014, 7th last year, and he's only led 9 laps here, and that was in 2004.
Everybody wants to see Dale in victory lane.
Dale wants to see Dale in victory lane more than anyone, especially at a road course. You look at his career, he's won at everything but a road course.
We shall see.
The Exalta colors on the car.
Always love that paint scheme.
So move on down to a couple more Joe Gibbs Racing Toyotas. Matt Kenseth in the 20. Kyle Busch parked next to him in the 18. Now, we all know what Kyle did last year. Came back from that broken leg. Got back in the car for a couple races, had some ups and downs, but came here and silenced a lot of critics, getting the win. His burnout last year may be one of the best burnouts of all time.
Which it should have been.
What a big deal. He wants to come back here. He wants to defend that win. So Kyle Busch will be another one to watch as well.
We just got a comment saying Dillner and Busch better step up their game on next GarageCam.
Who are they?
That was from
I don't know if I
John
know
Wayne.
a Dillner or Busch.
Thank you, John Wayne. We appreciate that. You're seeing Kyle Busch in the car right now.
Now, it's important. He's getting everything right inside that car. It's important to be comfortable here because you work at a road course.
Oh, yes.
You're throwing G-forces side to side in that thing. Pedals have to be right. Steering wheel's got to be right. Seats got to be right. 110 laps.
With 11 turns.
There you go.
There you go. David Homa said he's from Philly. He wants his local hero, Martin Truex Jr. Here you go.
Truex has one win here in 2013. Now, he dominated the Coke 600, but he certainly wouldn't turn down another win this season.
Another matte paint scheme that I love, the black matte. Can't beat it.
How about Jimmy Johnson? Somebody asked for 6th time in the chat earlier.
He was the first guy in the chat, Kyle Gilbert.
Only has one win at Sonoma, and that's in 2010. 4 top 5s, 9 top 10s, and 14 starts. But last year, I believe Kyle Busch ran him down on new tires. Jimmy had a great car here last year. Just couldn't close it out.
You got to think that maybe he got a little advice from Jeff Gordon because Jeff Gordon is the man here. And now he can give him advice because he's up in the booth. Jeff
Gordon is the king of Sonoma Raceway. What about the guy who's taken Jeff Gordon's spot? Let's go through Jeff Gordon's stats really quick. We got 5 wins, 14 top 5s, 18 top 10s, 5 poles with Chase Elliott.
Louis Donato wanted to see Chase Elliott, and so did Sherry Cottom.
Well, here he is.
Here he is.
Now, he is running the K&N Pro Series West race here. That seat time going to be very, very valuable. We'll have something up on NASCAR.com tomorrow. We had a little one-on-one time with Chase today.
Yes, we did.
One thing that impresses me about him, other than his stats being a rookie, he's very calm. He doesn't get too high. He doesn't get too low.
Chase Elliott. K&N race is going to be extremely important. Larry Mack said yesterday, you could run this thing in a dang rental car, and that'll help you.
If they'll let us out there, we'll do it later.
I don't think anybody wants me out in a rental car on the track. CJ is shaking his head. Heck no.
And the Sprint Cup's here. Let's talk to Juliana White.
Juliana!
Talk to us.
Want to say hi?
Okay.
Who are you liking in this thing? I mean, the cars haven't been out on the racetrack yet.
I know. I mean, this is one of my favorite tracks to come to, not just because it's wine country, but it's so fun getting to see all the turns, and I'm just getting ready for these cars to get on the track.
Can you believe Matthew Dillner took this weekend off? What's up?
Can't believe it.
I mean, his loss is my gain, so it's okay.
I mean, kind of is. And he gets you.
So much love.
I love it.
Oh, no. Except when I knock over her phone.
But it's okay. She's got a Sprint logo on her shirt, so I'm pretty sure she can get another one. Joey Logano right next door. Now, Penske, we talk all the time on the preview show on NASCAR.com that Penske makes a lot of mechanical grip. Mechanical grip's what you need here because you're not going fast enough for downforce to really play that big of a factor. Now, Joey won Watkins Glen last year, so maybe a little bit of foreshadowing of things to come with the 22 team here. He's got 1 pole here in 2011, 2 top 5s. But, yeah, grip's going to be a huge deal. The Penske guys make it.
And he's the guy with the last win. So even though we had a week off, they all had their little vacation. Everybody's refreshed and ready to get on track.
A little bit of R&R as Carl Edwards is parked right next door in the Stanley Toyota.
Ethan Donison One to see Carl Edwards. There you go.
Black and it's a lot of black and yellow cars in the garage. The spotters might get a little confused.
Yellow, yellow, yellow. All lined up right in the same area.
You have any more fun facts for us, Costner?
Let me check my fun fact list. Oh, did you know about the sheep, Merriman?
I don't know about the sheep.
Nearly 4,000 sheep provide natural land care and help maintain the facility grasses and fire lanes. I want to see me some sheep, but we don't have any to show you. So instead, we're going to show you Brad Kozlowski.
We have spirit animals on NASCAR.com. Terry Stevens is one of our greatest assets at NASCAR.com.
If
Go
you
online,
have not seen it.
check that out. You'll get a good laugh. Brad Keselowski, the number 2 Alliance Truck Parts, Penske Ford. They're shining it up, getting it ready to go. Now, cars at this racetrack get dirty. People run on the grass. These things are used up at the end of the day. But if you have a car that doesn't have a lot of dents and dings on it, it usually ends up in victory lane. Well, you got to keep a clean nose. As Kurt Busch is in the Monster Energy Haas CNC Chevy SS this weekend.
Kurt Busch won here in 2011, so he knows what it's like to be in victory lane here at Sonoma.
He's pretty quick on the road courses. As you take a look at Kevin Harvick. Now, this is a little bit confusing because this paint scheme, we've seen something very similar run by Tony Stewart. And actually, when I was walking through the garage with Mobile 1 on the hood of the 4 car,
You thought it was Stewart?
I got a little confused. I was like, where's the 1? But Kevin Harvick, he's never won here. He finished second in 2007, but he's always running up front. Whenever you talk about the top 10 guys here at Sonoma, it seems like Kevin Harvick's always on that list.
We got to get out of the way. The whistle just blew, and that
did.
means we're about to get run over.
That's okay. We'll get out of the way.
We're going to show you all of these cars pull out. Kurt Busch is the first one out. He's ready to go.
We made it through the garage pretty quickly.
We did. There's
Brad
only 2
Keselowski
minutes
walking
left.
by. You better hurry up. Track time's important, like we talked about.
Merriman, let everybody know when this race is.
I believe it is. It's Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time
On FS1.
on FS1.
And it's the Save Mart 350.
Toyota Save Mart 350.
Save Mart is celebrating actually 25 years of sponsorship with Sonoma. So this is a big year for them.
Gets a little hairy in the garage. Team members trying to make it across. You see Tony Stewart.
You also see all the fans here. This would probably be on my bucket list if I was a NASCAR fan wanting to go to a track.
Yeah.
I would come here.
Definitely come out to Sonoma. If you can get out, it's great. See Ricky Stenhouse, Kyle Larson going by. Should be a great race on Sunday. Again, that is 3 p.m. Eastern Time on Fox Sports 1, the Toyota Save Mart 350. And that's going to do it. Thanks, Matthew Dillner, for letting us take over this weekend.
We hope you guys enjoyed it. We tried to give you the best garage cam that we could.
And like Matthew Dillner says, we will see you at the races.